pictures made to the lobby. If you have not had your pictures made, please make your way to the lobby. Any student who still needs a photo made, please go to the lobby at this time.
All right, here we go. How many seats are there to begin with on number 11? How many seats do we have? 69, okay? And look, there's already several of those seats that are already taken. How many seats are taken already?
25.
How'd you get 25? I thought there was 22. There you go. The coach, principal, and vice principal are 3 more people. 22 girls plus the 3 people is 25. So how many seats are left when we do it that way? 44. And so if there's 44 seats left, divide it by 22 and you get how many seats? 2. There you go. Each tennis player can bring 2 guests. Sweetness. Y'all okay? Alrighty, here we go.
So what did you do, like, after subtracting and dividing?
There's 44 seats left, and it wanted to know how many can the girls bring. So I did 44 divided by 22, and that's where I got 2 seats. So each girl can bring 2 people. All right, go ahead and put that up. Then we did ACT number 7 yesterday. We're going to review it today. Was anybody not here yesterday and did not receive one of those? Alrighty. Okay, let's make the math easy. If a ½ inch is 10 miles, then how much would a whole inch be? 20 miles, right? Okay, so a whole inch is 20 miles, and it wants 4.5, so let's do 4 inches. What's 4 inches? How'd you get 80? There you go, 20 times 4, there you go. And so another ½ inch, a ½ inch was 10, so that means another ½ inch would give me 90. Very nice job, very nice. Y'all okay? How you doing so far? We got 7 of them done. Y'all okay? Feeling good about it? All right. Oh gosh. All right. We did homework. We're gonna do notes. We're gonna do 2 problems today. Page 17. Not 17. I'm sorry. Page 13. Sorry. Page 13. No. But we need to do it that way we don't have to rush so much tomorrow. Because the quiz is not going to take you the whole class period. We're going to go over a little review real quick, so don't worry before the quiz. Don't worry, guys. We're going to do a review before the quiz, okay? This is not on your quiz. All right, so we're going to look at number 1 and 4 real quick. So the directions say to solve first. So how do I solve that? Subtract 6. There you go. Subtract the 6. All right, so what's 14 minus 6? 8. There you go. All right, what's this sign called right here? How'd you know that? So if you have an issue and you were like me and I could never remember which one was which, like the alligator ate the mouth, all that stuff never helps me when you get to this. It helps you know which one's bigger and smaller, but it doesn't help you know what the symbol is, okay? So if you hold your fingers up like this, your left hand makes that less than symbol, okay? So left hand is less than, if that helps you, okay? All right, so then we're not going to worry about this today, but right now we're going to graph it. So draw you a number line. So we have, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, does a less than get a closed dot at 8 or an open dot at 8? Open. It gets an open. It does get open. But we're kind of half and half. All right, here's the way I remember it. Number 2. You see number 2? See how it has this solid line? That gets a solid dot. This does not have a solid line, so it gets an open dot. Does that make sense? Y'all okay? So solid line, solid dot. All right, so here we go. This is less than 8. Where are the numbers less than 8?
Is that what you're about?
Yes. Which way are the numbers less than 8? To the left. There you go. There you go. And we're done for number 1 for right now. We'll go back and do the intervals later. All right, what about number 4? What can I do first? There you go. All right, so that's negative 32 plus 14. How much is that? How much? Negative 18. Very good. And then less than negative 6z. All right, how do I get rid of that 6? There you go. All right, but here's the only thing about these inequalities. If you divide by a negative, do you remember what happens to this? It flips, because negative means opposite. So 18 divided by 6 is 3. You divide it by a negative, so that flips. There you go. But you don't want it like that yet, because it's not in the right order to graph it. What's wrong about this one versus what we did on number 1? Letters are not on the right spot, right? So let's flip it around. And look at your sign. That mouth is closed to the Z, but open to the 3. Keep it the same way. Closed to the Z, open to the 3. All right, now we can graph it. Here we go. So we got 2, 3, 4. All right, does this have a solid line right here? No solid line, so it gets an open dot. All right, and now that we got it looking nice, neat, and pretty, since the Z is on the left, this is less than, whereas the number's less than 3. To the left, there you go. All right, clear everything off your desk except for a pencil and a calculator. Let's do a quick review. And then we'll take our quiz. Yeah, quiz last thing we're going to do. That's it. All right, here we go. 100. What is 100? It's 10, right? So the very first thing you do when you get on your quiz, everything should be labeled what first? How do you classify it? The real numbers, the R. Very good. So 1/3 is also a real, and 5/7. Well, let's do pi instead of 5/7. Let's do pi. That's a good one. Pi is a real number. Y'all okay? Okay, then it gets into 2 groups. It gets into rational, and it gets into irrational. So is 10 rational or irrational? There you go. What about 1/3? How'd you get that? It's a decimal. It's a repeating decimal, right? So if you do 1 divided by 3, you get a repeating decimal with a pattern. It's 3 all the way across. And what about pi? Because it's not the same numbers. There's nothing about it. Okay, y'all good? All right, then you go to integers. Integers were negative numbers, 0, and positive numbers, no decimals. No decimals. Is this an integer? Yeah. Is this an integer? No decimals, right? Is this an integer? No. All right, then you go to whole numbers. Is 10 a whole number? Yes. Yes, whole numbers were 0 and positives, no decimals. Is this an integer? I mean, excuse me, is this a whole number? This is a whole number. All right, then you went to natural numbers. Can you naturally count to 10? Yes. So if you can naturally count to it, like 15 or 30 or 100, you're going to have all 5 of them. That makes sense? Okay, is this natural? It's natural. All right, what about this one? Evaluate. What do I do there?
So again, -30.
There you go. Like that? What? Where did the parentheses go? Around just the -3. Because if you don't use parentheses, it's going to give you -9. And -3 squared is a positive 9. Add them and you get 16. Did you get it good? All right, what about what about the next one? All right, so you do this one of 2 ways. You either know that this is just 9 divided by 3, or you can use your calculator. 1/3 times 9, what do you get? 3x. There you go. You know that this is either 12 divided by 3, or you can do 1/3 times 12. What do you get? -4. There you go. Okay? All right, what about last one? This is what we did yesterday. How do you do that one? Add the 3. I don't have to shut the steps. Y'all know how to do that. Okay, what's the only thing that you messed with? What's the only number? The outside number, right? Don't mess with any of this. It's just d minus 7, 13, and d minus 7, -13. And you solve it, you add the 7. What's 13 plus 7? How much? 20. Oh, I thought you said 28. I'm sorry. Add the 7. What's -13 plus 7? -6. Y'all okay? You guys good? Uh-oh. All right, here we go. I'm going to hand out your quizzes.